Hey there, Freakwood. Do you mind if I get your pirate on the street opinion about the death cloud?
Death cloud? Pox of LeChuck.
The pox of LeChuck? Pox of LeChuck. Nah, too on the nose, not enough pizzazz. Death cloud is punchy. More in your face, more, ooh, I'm gonna die. Well, I got sick pirates to interview. See ya.
Just bet that Hemlock's map holds the secret to getting off this island and back to Elaine. But how will I get it out of that unbreakable bottle? What can you tell me about this bottle?
That'd be one of me special unbreakable bottles.
Unbreakable? Ah, there isn't a bottle alive that's a match for my gift for destruction. Impressive.
The secret ingredients are those jagged crystal reefs. They're tougher than diamonds.
Weird. But what do you do if you want to open one of these unbreakable bottles in order to, say, look at an ancient scroll you've cleverly sealed inside?
That's a good question, lad. Here, show you how it's done. I use this little beauty to chip off flakes from the reefs and to crack open bottles like this one.
Whoa! So let me get this straight. Your unbreakable bottles are, in fact, opened by breaking them?
Don't get cute, Landy. I break other things too, you know.
I'm back.
Aye, so you are.
Could you use your nifty bottle-breaking tool to break open a bottle for me?
Of course.
Great.
That'll be 37 pieces of 8.
What? I haven't got any pieces of 8.
Then I guess I won't be breaking any bottles for you.
I'll let you return to your fancy schmancy glass blowing.
Aye, and I'll let you return to being a pest. Again!
Yoink! It's amazing how many of life's problems are solved by indiscriminate cannon fire. Okay, let's break some bottles. Hey, knock it off, hand! Ow! Looks like I'm gonna have to get my hand under control if I want to break this bottle. Once I get off this stupid island and find Elaine, I guess I'm gonna have to track down this Decava guy so I can find La Esponja Grande. It's a U-shaped tube. The U must stand for unbreakable, I guess.
Bonjour.
Hi there. Are you a doctor?
Mais oui, I am the Marquis de Singe, former court physician to King Louis himself. And who might you be?
Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Zut alors! Your hand.
Yeah, I seem to have come down with something.
This is fantastic. We must investigate at once. Très intéressant alors. And you say your sick little hand has a mind of its own?
Yeah, it keeps hitting people, making rude gestures, doing all sorts of stuff I'd never do. Well, not without a really good reason, anyway.
Fascinating.
So, can you fix it?
Monsieur Threepwood, you have my word as a former physician of the court of King Louis that by the time you leave here, your misanthropic hand will never trouble you again.
So, how did a dazzling urbanite like yourself wind up in a sleepy pirate island like Flotsam?
Ah, mon ami, that is a tale of triumph and tragedy. Many years ago, I was a young physician in the court of King Louis. Those were heady days, tending to the many ills of the aristocracy, navigating scandalous palace intrigues. I was a rising star in the scientific firmament.
And then? Then?
A conspiracy of jealous scientists accused me of performing inhuman crossbreeding experiments with the queen's poodles!
Scientists can be so catty.
The king was outraged and ordered me exiled on this deserted tropical island.
Deserted? Then you were the first?
Oui. Happily, my solitude was short-lived, as the merry winds of Flotsam have conspired to bring me many new pirate patients over the years.
Scientifically speaking, what do you think is the cause of these crazy winds swirling around Flotsam?
Ah yes, the winds. Personally, I'm convinced that they are a rare but perfectly natural meteorological phenomenon caused by a Lagrange inversion of the atmospheric humors in the upper troposphere, causing a counter-cyclonic,
Forget I asked.
Incroyable!
So, Doc, what's the verdict?
Ah, monsieur, you are a very lucky man.
I am?
Ah oui, the disease spreading through your saucy little parrot hand is like nothing I've ever seen before.
That doesn't sound very lucky.
In fact, somewhere in that oozing appendage may lie the secret to life itself.
It may? Hey, nice going, hand.
I'll know more after I cut it off.
What? Hey!
But of course, Monsieur Threepwood, the only cure for a hand that infected is a quick, clean amputation.
Amputation? Isn't that a little rash?
No, it's a very big rash, which is why we'll have to amputate. But not to worry, monsieur. Your hand won't feel a thing thanks to my specially concocted grog anesthetic.
Ow!
Now, if you'll just relax here a few minutes, I'll be in the back sharpening my fatigue guillotine blade. We don't want to cut off our hand with a dull blade now, do we?
Well, I guess you have a point there.
Au revoir!
What a loon. But at least my hand seems under control for a while. I better figure out a way out of this tastefully appointed abattoir before the Marquis de Crazy Pants comes back. It's a cute little baby bell. I can't reach it from this position. It's a key. I can't reach it from this position. It's a cute little baby bell. I can't reach it from this position. Feats don't fail me now. Score one for the pirate with the pointy feet. I hope this works, or I'm about to throw away a perfectly good key.
Jacques! Bad monkey! After I take care of Monsieur Threepwood, it's back in the box for you.
Listen, monkey, if you and I work together, we can both bust out of this joint. What do you say? Are you with me? That's the universal symbol for yes. I wonder what that does.
That is my experimental photovolium, which pulls lightning from the skies via these cute little balls.
Why would you do that?
Science!
If I spent a few dozen years in a university, I bet I could combine these chemicals to create a powerful acid that would eat through my bonds. But I'm a pirate, so I'll just say arr. Desinge is back there, sharpening his blades.
Did you say something?
No, just talking to myself. I do that sometimes.
You know I can cure that too.
No thanks, I'm good.
As you wish.
If I had to guess, I'd say that was one of Desinge's former patients. Probably one who came in with a hangnail. It's a beautiful rendering of the classic pirate Da Vinci. What an amazing device!
Ah, I see you have discovered my incredible Illumino screen. It harnesses the power of light to amplify tiny drawings 1,000-fold. Just imagine, someday people will be able to share hundreds of pictures of their holiday travels with their extended families simultaneously.
You fiend! A stack of pictures. I've heard of these. I think they're called microscopes.
I prefer the term enlargerama.
And I prefer to rip your gizzard out, you sniveling sea slug!
Whoa, what was that? This looks like it might do something interesting. Ouch! That looked unpleasant. Let's see what this does. Bananas from heaven! Thanks, Banana God! Sorry. All right, feet. Make yourselves useful. All right. A gross picture of my grosser hand. Things are looking up. I can't reach it from this position. I can't reach it from this position. Whoops. I meant to do that. An electromagnetic monkey! I had a dream like that once. Only it was an iguana, not a monkey. And instead of a key, it was an ice cream cone. Plus, I was in my underwear for some reason. Wow, he seems excited about something. It's a cute little bell that makes the monkey play with that picture machine over there. That's it. Come on, you magnificent magnetic monkey. Gotcha! Now, to work the key into the lock. Ta-da!
Monsieur Threepwood, what do you think you're doing? Get back on the table at once.
Sorry, Doc, but I think I should get a second opinion. Thanks for numbing up my hand, though. All that flailing and slapping was getting on my nerves.
Wait! Wait! Stop! I must have your beautiful justifying hand! Come back! Slovenly parrots! Leaving their trash floating all over the place! A parrot hunter, eh?
Elaine, here I come! Or, maybe not. Polly, want a cracker?
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate.
I'm not burning that up. I might need it. Someday.
Alphabet sail!
Hey there, I'm Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate. And you are?
It's Hemlock. Hemlock, Mickey. Arr, you!
Me?
Couldn't leave old Hemlock alone with his grog and his tattered dreams, could you?
Did the wind shipwreck you on Flotsam Island too?
I've been trying to suss out these zany zephyrs since I washed up here. I even found an ancient scroll that promised to lead me to all the answers.
No!
But I couldn't figure it out. I got so frustrated that I kicked one of those statues out in the jungle and stubbed me toe. When I went to that butcher de Solge, he cut me leg off.
Ooh, harsh.
Without 2 good legs, I couldn't explore anymore. So I limped into Club 41 and started up a long-term relationship with a keg of grog.
Can I see your ancient scroll?
Afraid not, Skippy. Some 2 big witch stole it from me at a poker game a few months ago. Won't do any good without my eye of the manatee, though.
Keen. Can I borrow it?
Now, why in the name of Neptune's hangnails would I let you borrow this priceless artifact of a long-dead civilization?
I was thinking I could carry on your work to make amends for the whole getting your leg hacked off thing.
Fine. Can't use it anymore anyhow.
Thanks, Hemlock. I promise you probably won't regret this. Hey there.
What do you want now?
What the heck happened to your legs?
You mean, aside from some Egypt getting a poor old pirate involved in a deadly bar fight?
Yeah.
4 words. The Marquis de Sante.
The Marquis de Singe cut off your legs?
Aye. Not all at once, of course. He cut off the first leg 7 years ago, after I stubbed my toe while investigating the winds of Flotsam Island.
That seems kind of severe.
Aye, sometimes I think that Poncy Kid has it in for me.
You know, even aside from the legs, you're looking a little green at the gills.
I think you should mind your own beeswax, you lily-livered tongue-sucker!
Whoa, what was that?
What was what?
Why aren't you in Club 41, curled up with your grog?
The two-timing cannon cloggers kicked me out.
Why?
The club has a strict no feet, no service clause.
Talk about adding insult to injury. I got your scroll, but I'm having a hard time figuring it out.
It's a stumper, ain't it?
Any advice?
Try not to stub your toe.
So long.
Yeah, whatever.
This looks promising. That could pollute the Flotsam water supply, and not in a good and or funny way. That could pollute the Flotsam water supply, and not in a good and or funny way. That could pollute the Flotsam water supply, and not in a good and or funny way. Are those drawings supposed to represent the wind? far, so good. This looks promising. Interesting. I see. Looks like the wind gods of Flotsam are pointing that way. Oops. So far, so good. This looks promising. Interesting. Whoa. Uh-oh. Someone's coming.
I never thought I'd have to come out here again. But it'll be worth a temporary fluctuation in Flotsam's winds to get my hands on Sweetwood's hand. Anthony's hand. How troll.
What was that all about? And what's behind that door? That oyster shell looks so empty without a pearl. Maybe I can move the door by pushing on this giant crystal nose. Nope. Wow. Bet this thing would be really impressive if I knew what the heck all these inscriptions meant. Looks like I cut off the door's nose to spite its face. Sometimes it's all I can do to save a little face. I wonder if I can see anything on the other side. There's something interesting in there, but I can't tell what it is. I just had a really weird idea.
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, Whitey Pirate.
I've I've got a mission for you, little parrot. Go to the other side of this door and open it from the other side. Okay, little champion, open the door. Stupid bird. And yet there's still something downright charming about it.
Free vowels! Get 'em while they're vowels!
Doc?
Oh, it's you. Unless you're here to volunteer your hand to the advancement of science, I have nothing to say to you. For now.
Why are you so interested in my hand anyway?
Because the disease that courses through it appears to be an entirely new life form, capable of animating and taking over dead tissues.
No kidding. That's so... Wait, did you say dead tissues? My hand's not dead. It moves. Sometimes all by itself.
And that's what makes it so fascinating. A seemingly necrotic hand, persistently animating as though compelled by an outside force. Just imagine the possibilities.
Really weird puppet shows? You know, there's other sick pirates infected with the same disease as my hand. Why don't you cut off their limbs?
Oh, I have. But your case is special somehow. I must have that hand.
How about no?
We'll just see about that.
What are you doing out here? Don't you have some mildly injured pirates to mangle?
I'm investigating these wondrously icky green clouds that have settled over Flotsam Island.
Are you sure you don't know anything about Flotsam's winds?
What are you insinuating?
It occurs to me that the weird winds around here have been pretty good to you, giving you a steady supply of patience and all.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Come on, confess. You're the guy behind all these freaky winds, aren't you?
What an outrageous accusation! Do you have any proof? I thought not. Good day, sir. I said good day.
Dr. DeSinge?
That's the Marquis de Singe to you, ruffian.
Does this look familiar?
Where do you find that?
It, fell off that creepy ancient door in the jungle.
An ancient door with a manatee head in the jungle? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sure, but you might want to check it out someday. Looks like it could be pretty interesting, scientifically speaking. I'm heading back there now to break through the door with my piratey wiles. First, I'll need some dynamite. Then a rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle, and then some sort of rudimentary lathe.
He'll never open that door without my key. Still, I'd better follow him from a safe distance, just to make sure he doesn't upset my long-term plans.
Uh-oh.
Ah, so it appears that Monsieur Threepwood has found the Vicarian Port du Vent. Naughty little parrot boy. Is anybody in there?
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
What? Howdy?
I can't believe he fell for that. This looks like it might be useful. Who's the cleverest pirate in the whole wide world?
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Holy shucks!
Threepwood! Well played, Monsieur Threepwood. You have forced me to reveal the location of the hidden temple. But without my help, a simpleton like you will never be able to figure out which of the so-called wind gods must be summoned to master this ancient wind control device. And I will reveal nothing!
That's a wind control device? Thanks for telling me.
You didn't know? I can see it's time for this Marquis to take matters into his own hands.
Curious. It's locked. Are still blowing in. Looks like I've got some ancient wind gods to summon. I wonder if that idol can be used to summon wind gods. According to the Singe, this ancient doohickey controls the winds on Flotsam Island. Somehow. Guess I didn't do whatever I was supposed to do. Weird. The faces on those idols look familiar. I see. I wonder if the wind gods on the idols are related to the ones on the weather vane. Shortcut. Well, that's not gonna work. Today's forecast calls for the pox of LeChuck oozing in from the Rock of Gelato, combining with Flotsam's stubbornly sucking winds to create a Cat 5 crud storm. Whoever built this jail really wanted to put the bird in brig. Those eye carvings are creepy. Nipperkin wasn't kidding about news being slow on Flotsam. Nipperkin wasn't kidding about news being slow on Flotsam.
Unicorns! Get your hand-blown glass unicorns! Alphabet sail!
Today's forecast calls for the pox of LeChuck oozing in from the Rock of Gelato.
Free vowels! Get 'em while they're vowels!
No. Uh-uh. I know what would cheer up these gruesome carvings. Cheese! Nope. Still menacing. Oh, and now my cheese wheel is staring at me. I see. Aha! Ugh, this one looks like it's missing a nose. Much better. Well, better anyway. Interesting. I wonder what wind god that was supposed to... Ew. Broken wind. Got it.
Sweetwood! Step away from that delicate machinery and give me your hand.
And if I don't? Hey, I'm still alive. Didn't think it was possible, but this idol's cheesier than ever. Aha! Oh. Ah. Interesting.
Conchita Alonso. I knew I should have worn my chinos today.
Ah, that must be the wind that makes you reconsider wearing shorts.
Sweetwood! You're meddling in affairs you cannot possibly understand.
But what else is new? What a grouch. that must have been the god of winds that knock off your hat. No sign of the marquee. Good. All that shooting was giving me a headache. Okay, let's figure out the final wind idle thingy and get the heck...
Report.
Oh, jeez. How'd you beat me here anyway?
Once I heard the surge change in the winds, it was child's play for a scientifically trained intellect of my stature to deduce which of the four winds remained.
So, now what?
Now, my annoying pirate friend, you hand over that ancient leverometer device. I restore the winds to their full sucking force, and you accompany me to my laboratorium so that I can properly remove and study your hand with the pointy sticks of science!
Leverometer?
The thing with the seahorse on it!
Oh, yeah, I don't think I'll be giving you that. It's a good thing DeSinge's rifle is just as wimpy as the man who built it. You're still here?
But of course.
Hey, look! It's King Louis the 12th!
My liege! I thought you were dead! What was that fooping sound?
Beats me. Now, if you'll just stop waving that rifle around, I've got some winds to change.
Not so fast, insignificant pirate person. Sacre merde!
Oh, I'd love to, but I'm pretty sure that DeSinge doesn't have the necessary slots. Nothing. I don't think so. That's not made of unbreakable glass. Oh, I'd love to, but I'm pretty sure that DeSinge doesn't have the necessary slots. Looks like the wind gods of Flotsam are pointing that way. Oh, I'd love to, but I'm pretty sure that DeSinge doesn't have the necessary slots.
Oh! Oh! What's happening?
All right! Ooh, the pox is blowing out to sea. Hope that doesn't come back to bite me in the fundament. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Zut alors! The winds! Do you have any idea what you've done? Without the wind, the Flotsam bringing me a steady supply of injury-prone para-test subjects, the pace of my groundbreaking experiments was slow to a crawl.
Talk to the hand, sicko, cause the pirate ain't listening.
Ugh, mark my words, Threepwood. You'll rue the day you cross the Marquis de Singe. And your little hand, too.
Rue? I don't know the meaning of the word. Well, looks like my work here is done. I better hurry back to the screaming narwhal before the Flotsamites get wind of the, wind. Van Winslow, where are you?
Right here, sir.
Raise anchor and get us the heck out of here before the winds change.
With pleasure, Captain. Congratulations, sir. The screaming narwhal has successfully escaped from Flotsam Island. Where to now?
Mr. Van Winslow, if you would be so kind, I would like you to set sail for...
Come again, sir.
I said set a course for... Oh, come on!
Come on board, sir.
Winslow,
Sir.
set a course for here. Hey! Whoa! Ow!
Captain on deck.
Mr. Van Winslow, set sail for the...
What's that, sir?
I said make way to the... Well, that's not gonna work. Whoa! I'll sleep when I'm dead. Or later tonight. Ow! Nothing like a deafening cannon discharge to clear the mind. This tar might be useful. Ow! I'll sleep when I'm dead. Or later tonight. That's the main mast of the Screaming Narwhal. Or main tree. That's one strong barrel. That's one strong barrel. That's just swell. My brand new ship's all covered with tar. This is all your fault, you know. Ow! Hey, Hey, I bet this sticky puddle of tar would be perfect for trapping my evil hand. Well, I guess I shouldn't have tipped my, hand. That's what I call a sticky situation. This tar might be useful. Ow! Hey, I bet this sticky puddle of tar would be perfect for trapping my evil hand. Well, I guess I shouldn't have tipped my, hand. Nothing like a deafening cannon discharge to clear the mind. That's what I call it. Now, why would I want to get that all covered with sticky tar? Now, why would I want to get that? Now, why would I want? Set a course for... Duh. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Or later tonight. I think this thing only works on ancient Flotsam artifacts. I don't think that a YouTube would be... That's not made of unbreakable glass. Now, why would I want to get that all covered? This tar might be useful. Ow! That's not made of unbreakable glass. Nah. Now, why would I want to get that all covered with sticky tar? Nothing like a deafening cannon discharge to clear the mind. Gee, I bet this sticky puddle of tar would be perfect for trapping my evil hand. Well, I guess I shouldn't have tipped my, hand. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Or later tonight. Nope. No. Now, why would I want to get that all covered with sticky tar? I think this thing only works on ancient Flotsam artifacts. I don't think that a YouTube would be useful there. That's not made of unbreakable glass. I don't think so. I don't need to see that in manatee vision. Winslow! Set a course for... I think this thing only works on ancient Flotsam artifacts. Nothing like a deafening cannon discharge to clear the mind. Once I get off this stupid island and find a lane, I guess I'm gonna have to track down this Decava guy so I can find La Esponja Grande. I don't think that a YouTube would be useful there. That's not made of unbreakable glass. Nah. Nope. No. Ugh, I hate scrubbing tar off my mainmast. Ugh, I hate scrubbing tar off my mainmast. Now, why would I want to get that all covered with sticky tar? Ugh, I hate scrubbing tar off my mainmast. car might be useful. Ow! Ow! I don't think that a U-tube would be useful there. That's not made of unbreakable glass. I don't think so. Nah. Well, I hope the Marquis doesn't mind that I've broken the face off his ancient manatee door thingy. I don't need to see that in manatee vision. Nope. No. I don't think that a U-tube would be useful there. If this Morgan Le Fay pirate hunter is half as nasty as his ads, I'd better give him a wide berth. That's what I call a sticky situation. Winslow,
Captain?
just go where I point. Oh, come on!
Ah, stupid box hand.
Ow! What the... Mr. Winslow, make way for... the Rock of Gelato.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And get me some grog for this hand. Finally, the Rock of Gelato. Now to find Elaine. Mr. Van Winslow, my spyglass.
Aye, aye, sir.
Elaine's ship looks pretty good, considering that it was exploding the last time I saw it. But where's my ship? And Elaine? Is she out looking for me? Is she still in LeChuck's clutches? Is her beautiful bloated corpse slowly rotting at the bottom of the... Hey! What's that? Winslow, enhance the upper right quadrant 50%. It's my ship! Winslow, full enhancement! Elaine! I'm coming, Plunder Bunny! Wait, what's that? Oh no, it's LeChuck! Elaine, look out! Plunder Bunny?
Guybrush Threepwood. I've been waiting a long time for this.
Could you wait a little longer?